Morning, everybody. Ooh, get that all set up there. All right. So more of the running quarterback league. Fun stuff. You may notice I've made a small increment to the engine, and that's one of the things we're going to look at today. Let me just load up the league. This is not released yet, so we're gonna play with this a little bit. But if it looks good after today, it it may be worth releasing, even if that's the only thing that gets updated from the Steam build that's out right now. So we'll take a look at that. One thing I'm gonna do before we get into games is I'm not really excited about having my superstar defender playing safety. It sounded really good at the time, but when I think about in my defense, I probably should have. Well, I didn't draft. I didn't pick my defense before I drafted him. I think in the next year I'm going to pick a different defense because one thing I'm realizing is with only 3 secondary players, that puts my safety in I guess a position where he's not really, I don't know if he's really like making a huge impact. His run defense isn't good enough for him to just sit in the middle of the field and kind of hope. You just wait for something to happen. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put him at corner and see if he can make more of an impact that way. So we're going to give that a try. I don't know if it'll work or not, but we're going to try it out. If for nothing else, then that part of the field's going to be locked down pretty good. So that moves McLean to safety. He's a lot slower. He's a little better at catching. Well, he's probably going to end up averaging out about the same at catching. He's just not as good, clearly. But I'm hoping that by putting Channy on the strong side at corner that he can get in the action a little bit more. So, I don't know. We'll see. We will see. I think that's all I wanted to do, really. Alright, let's play. Who are we? What are we doing? The Tigers. Let's, I mean, it's early. Let's see what the Tigers are. Alright, they're terrible defensively. Middle of the road offense. Meh. Alright. Let's play. Boom, that guy must be good. Yeah, 87. Alright. You know what we're doing. Right away, go to the bread and butter. Love this play. Let's see what these guys look. Oh my goodness. Okay, that D-line could be trouble. That guy's good. Oh my god, they're good. Why are they so bad defensively? That's a good looking defense. Probably because it's so early. Probably had one bad game and then they're paying for it on their ranking. Oh man. 3rd and 6. They're gonna be a man defense team, aren't they? God, I hope not. Yep. What if I can mega screen? Oh. Ah! Alright. Punt. Alright, so we're hopefully they run an offense that we can really see the change here. So if you remember, my most unbeatable play was Zone Blitz 3. Sorry, here's what you want to look for. This change to blocking, we're talking about blocking the blitz, but I wrote a whole thing about AI coaches deciding who to send to blitz pickup and how to shift assignments. And it looks like it's going to work pretty well. It's a system that basically takes the least what it'll do is it'll on an offense like this, it'll look at running back 2 first, because that's usually not your primary guy. There's not a lot of teams that are featuring the running back 2, and it'll say, all right, is he available for blitz pickup? And then if he is, they'll put him at blitz pickup, and then it'll look at like tight end 2, and then it'll go to tight end 1, and it'll go to running back 1, and it'll just kind of evaluate each of these players and decide if they want to put them in blitz pickup or not. I'm not using that right now, though. That's sitting there just waiting to be used if it turns out that it needs to be used. But the other change that I made is on the O-line, and it's specifically for the center, but it ended up affecting the whole offensive line. And what I did was I changed pass blocking AI, not blitz pickup, but just straight up pass blocking AI. So there's more emphasis on looking for unblocked players, and I guess working together as a group versus identifying. So the way it works right now is, this guy and this guy will rush in, this tackle and this tackle will block them because they're the closest ones, and it makes sense. And there's also some evaluation on, all right, if I'm on the right hand side of the line, I'm not going to try to jump over to the left hand side to block a guy over there. There's a bunch of that stuff, but basically they try to block guys in their zone of responsibility. That leaves the center usually in no man's land if there's 2 linemen, so he always blocks down on this guy, like pretty much every time. I've changed the AI now, so when they're looking for guys to block, they still do the, all right, is this in my zone of responsibility? I've opened up that zone of responsibility a little bit, but then I also increased the value of unblocked players. And then I sort of balanced it, so the end result is you should see, what should you see? You should see on a situation like this where there's a blitzer and 2 linemen, you'll probably see doubling down on somebody until this guy commits to the blitz, and then you may see responsibility shifting. So this guy he either may come over to hit the linebacker, or if the evaluations work out, he'll take this guy and the tackle will come over and get the linebacker. You'll just see a lot more like trading off and shifting and figuring out who to block as they go. So it'll be interesting. I don't know. My testing initially looked pretty good, so that's why I turned off the blitz pickup for the other players. I just want to see how this new pass blocking works out. So anyway, that's what I'm going to be looking at. That's what we should be paying attention to during this. So here we go. And of course, if they run it every play, that's going to blow up like everything I was trying to do. Oh boy. I'm going to keep blitzing. I'm going to blitz every play just so I get enough on tape. Alright. I get some weird feedback again. What the heck? Alright. Yeah, well, they're probably never going to throw the ball, so I won't even get to see at all. That's alright. Oh, that's not what I wanted. What did I just do? Well, that was weird. Huh. Alright. Well, they're going to man me up. We're going to get a heavy dose of quarterback running. Yeah, this zone or not the zone defense, the screen offense is just, it's so hard to run against a man defense team. I know for a little while I was worried that it was too powerful, but holy cow, you get to come up against the right team and there's nothing you can do. Oh, oh, he was so open. Ah. That was perfect. That was just how I drew it up. Ah. Where are we? I don't trust my passing game yet, and I know I can't hit that field goal. All right, let's try this again. Let me keep blitzing this guy. Get at least one. They're never going to pass the ball. Yeah, okay. Alright, we're going to sim to end. I need to get a team that can pass. Let's check my trades. 3 trade offers. Nope. I don't know that I want a running back. It's not a bad trade, but that's not what I'm looking for. Alright. The old ones, let's see what they look like. Where's my game? Here it is. Oh, they're another running. Oh, that's me. Duh. Oh, they're a passing team. Good. Good, good, good. Save it. Let's play that. That's what we needed. We needed to go up against a passing team. Kind of like these guys' uniforms. Those Tigers, I should probably do some work on the Tigers' uniforms. Those are really dumb. Alright, blitz. Oh, perfect. They're 3 wide, too. Alright. So, as they start passing, let's when I watch the tape, what I'm going to be spending a lot of time on is watching these linemen and what they do. Oof. See, now so he basically, you know, the tackles went on their guys, and you saw the center kind of shifted over and waited for the linebacker to come down. That's what I was looking for. Oh, cookies. All right, here we go. See, he waited. That guy went out for his pass. Perfect. All right, so that works. So now let's start mixing up my blitzes and see how they handle it. Well, now let's run the ball all over these guys and see how they handle it. God, they're doing man again. Oh, these guys are killing me. I'm never going to get to run my screen offense. Ooh, get to run this, though. What? I like this quick read, too. Oh, broken tackle. This actually didn't... I'm starting to like this play, too, especially against these man defense teams. Make the cut. Oh. I don't need to be running anybody else. Let's run a dive. Yeah, my guys just don't get that push. If I'm going to run that, I might as well run the quick read. Boom! There it is. Boom! You cannot stop Kirby. Alright. Tanner. Every time I see that Tanner hits the extra point, I always imagine like some frat boy. Oh, it's Tanner. He kicked the extra point in between tennis and lacrosse practice. Alright, blitz in the middle's not that exciting. Let's blitz 2 guys and see what happens. Oof. The heck was he even throwing to? Oh, it must have been the running back. Yeah, he's trying to get it to the running back. That's interesting. I should get somebody faster who can blitz. Oh! Oh! Punt return! Kirby! Oh, man. Is there anything that guy can't do besides throw the ball? As the quarterback, he can't. One thing he can't do is throw the ball. That was pretty cool. All right, let's blitz all three and see what happens. All right, so he is doing what I thought. He's taking the first guy and then kind of leaving the rest of the guys. That is a brutal running play. Yikes. Let's just do the center. Oh, that was cool. All right. So do you see the center kind of stood there? He waited. I mean, obviously he knew the blitz was coming because that's part of the deal. When he starts coming, the guy sets up for the blitz. But then my guy took the outside route, so he didn't get picked up. That was kind of cool. Guys with high blitzing, that's part of what they do is they get more evaluation cycles. So a lot of times, really good blitzers. I didn't plan this; it just worked out this way. They tend to find better routes to get to the quarterback than guys with low blitzing. Guys with really low blitzing, they get to the end of their route and they just kind of run into the pile, and that's really all they do. The really good blitzers will do stuff like that and try to find an actual path to the quarterback. All right, let's try to throw the ball. I really like this play. It didn't... run! Run! Yes! Oh, like the jukes. I like that. This could be a good offense to have pass plays where there are only two guys in the pattern. My quarterback would be really good to limit the patterns to like one or two guys so that he can pull the ball down and run. Yeah, instead of doing that. That was garbage. It's terrible. Let's run the ball. Get that first, yes. We'll do a delay. There we go, there we go. Let that blocking develop. I can't really screen. That's not going to work. Quick read. That's been really good to us. And quick read ourselves into the end zone. Boom! There's Tanner. Good job, Tanner. Alright, I'm going to try that again. Yikes. Let's just blitz the guy who can't do anything else. He's great at blitzing, but God, he can't cover, he can't do anything else. I might as well just send him in as a third rusher. Oh my God, he caught that! Okay, that's a little... That's a poorly designed play. That's what that is. Well, it's a combination of a really poorly designed play and a really slow running back. The guy's a 47. He's not fast enough to get into the pattern before the pocket timer. Oh my God, they just screened me. Dang it. He's not fast enough to get in the pattern before the pass timer runs out, or whatever I call this, pocket timer. Drop back timer, that's what it is. Remember, I had to put that in. That was in the very first version, the very first, I guess, prototype of this game that I even got to work. The number one problem I had, and it took me forever to figure out what was going on, was the second the quarterback snapped the ball, he would throw it. And it would just constantly happen. And, you know, God, this guy. It was really frustrating, and I couldn't figure, I was so new to this, I couldn't figure it out. And eventually, it helped me come up with a bunch of passing debug stuff. So, like, I don't know if anybody's seen the big yellow dome that used to show up on receivers as they're running, and then like there's a big orange dome. Those domes were my debugging. So the yellow dome was when the quarterback is looking at a wide receiver, the yellow dome kind of represented the anybody inside this dome. I'm counting as cover. The quarterback is seeing as covering the receiver, and then the orange dome was, okay, this is where I want to throw the ball, and anybody inside that orange dome, I'm counting as a threat to pick off the pass. And those were way, 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 way back. And what I found was the second the ball was snapped, the orange dome and the yellow dome would be right on top of the receiver, right on top of the line, and quarterbacks were automatically seeing receivers as wide open because nobody's taken a step yet. you know, every like right now, this running back's wide open. This tight end is wide open. These guys are covered because I didn't have the lineup on man yet. But everybody was basically wide open because nobody had done anything yet. So that's when I came up with the drop back timer, which is basically, look, okay, give everybody time to get into their routes, then start reading. So that's where the drop back timer came from, and that's why it was one of the very first things I came up with to make plays look realistic. But it all came out because the old ones had that running back that was super slow. So when the drop back timer runs out, he still has just barely crossed the line of scrimmage. So that's why the quarterback's throwing it such a bad place, because they just have a really bad running back. Not bad. Not a bad game. Well, if you forget he's a quarterback, it's not a bad game for Kirby. Their quarterback had a pretty good game. His yardage wasn't great, but he had that one really good drive. Yeah, alright. Well, so far, the blitz pickup's looking pretty good. Yeah, things are looking okay. Let's check the spiders out. I don't know if I want to play them or not. They're kind of good at everything. Let's play them. Actually, you know what? Let's finish out the season. Because we do the other thing we have to do. Oh my goodness. Oh, I finally lost a game. Oh, I lost 2 now. 3. Yeah, this is going to kill my draft pick. Alright. Let's check the college standings. Alright. So, here's what we got. Clemson. So, let's look at the college schedule. Clemson and UTEP are the top 2. UTEP 1. Okay, so it's a little late already. Let's see. So Clemson, Alabama, Texas A&M, Fresno State, they haven't played bowl games yet. So let's see after bowl games if there's anything weird, like if Clemson loses, do they play in the national championship? If Alabama loses, I can't see any way they're going to jump UTEP, but let's just say if they lose, do they still get a shot at it? So those are things we're going to have to pay attention to. Let's check my team. Yeah, there's nobody I really care that much about in free agency, so we're fine there. Let's check the leaders. Oof. Ouch. 1,000 rating. Oof. I just didn't make the top 25. That hurts. Okay, so careers should match up, and they do. My quarterback's the... God. Buster Saunders. 172 rushes. I thought I was rushing it a lot. Yikes. All right, not bad though for a quarterback, right? Receiving, there's no chance I have anybody on this. Blocking. Defense, like sacks. Okay, so that's the guy I'm blitzing constantly. Interceptions. Janny got 8. That's not bad. McLean. So I got 2 guys on the interceptions list. Alright, so it's not super overpowered. Kick returns. Channy. Punt returns. Kirby. Nice. Kicking. Field goals. Alright. Oh, I don't see anything alarming yet. Let's check the draft. So, Mahoney from TCU. Oh, let's, no, we'll check it after. Yeah, we'll check it at the end of the season. I gotta look at, I want to see how the graduating seniors in the College Hall of Fame match up with the draft. So I'm gonna try to start doing that and see, okay, did anybody who graduated make it to the top of the Hall of Fame? Let's look at them and see where they are in the draft. I don't know, it's not super important, but it could be interesting. Alright, back to the game. Let's preview this. Ooh, really good defense. I don't want to play though, because I could just imagine how that game would go. Punt, 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 punt. I won. Alright. Bobcats. God. Superstar defense. Yikes. Ah, I lost. Who is it? Number 1 offense against the number 2 offense. Both rushing. Number 1 rush defense. Oh my god, the Bobcats should kill this team. They lost! Yeah, Buster Saunders. Yeah, good for him. Alright, let's check the college. Oh. Fresno State. Alright, so what the heck happened? Alright, Fresno State beat Alabama. Alabama won their bowl game. Okay. Fresno State won their bowl game and jumped. Alright, so that's interesting. Fresno State won their bowl game and jumped UTEP. Which, that's closer to what we wanted. It's closer to what we wanted than what we had, that's for sure. Clemson lost and dropped. Alabama won, so they obviously moved. They were the number 1 before, so they move into the championship game. And then they lose, but they don't drop all the way down because they still are really good. So this is much better. Much better. Alright, let's do it. Let's save league. Let's just do a quick run through. I'm not looking at every team. I just want to see where cap space is. So this is weird. I wonder what that's all about. Cap space after offers is 537. That's weird. There's always one team. Oh, you know, that's probably that offset by 1 error. Because there are no offers, there's something weird going on there. Oh, no, that's not it. Oh, maybe it is it. You know what? I need to look into that. Oh, maybe it's because there's no open roster spots. No, that's not it. If this is an offset by 1 issue, this could show up in free agency. easy way to test that will be to see if my free agency cap space after offers is accurate. So we'll have to check that. But it looks like everybody is roughly 20 to 20, 30-ish, under 50 for cap space for the most part. A couple of teams right at the cap. All right, let's check the... Nobody superstar is going to be in free agency this year because of how allocation draft contracts work, but that's okay. All right, let's end the season. Let's switch up our defense if we can. There's only one zone guy, and it's the same guy that I got right now, or the same style. So I'm just going to pass. I'm going to keep my offense. Finish that. Start the draft, but before we do the draft, history, franchise history, no, Hall of Fame. Alright, so we got Doug Mason, Raul Walton, and Leandro Finley. All the above 2000 guys. So Mason, Walton, Finley, Arkansas, Army, South Bend. Finley. Mason, Walton, and Finley. Oh. I don't see him. Interesting. Weird. Must be one of those guys that got cut off after the first, basically the first screen. Well, that's interesting. All right. Although Finley was up there, and he's pretty high in the draft, so... Let's see, Mahoney, Pineda... Let's see, Mahoney and Pineda. Let's see how they showed up. Mahoney... Here's Mahoney. TCU, if that's the same guy. There's Pineda from Indiana. TCU and Indiana. Yeah, alright, so they showed up in the Hall of Fame. Cool. Yeah, one thing I didn't want to have I did not want to have happen is where automatically the best guy in college was always the best guy in the draft. I didn't want that, and it looks like that's good. Not because it matters, but because when I finally get around to doing the college game, I just didn't want everything to be that predictable. So I feel pretty good about that. Anyway, let's do some draft. I'm definitely not trading Kirby for anything. What the hell is a nap? Oh, this is one of my receiver guys. Is it receiver or running back? I don't know which one, but not necessarily one of the future guys on my team. So I could trade this guy. Let's coach rank. What do they think I need? Pineda. That'd be pretty good on good receiver. Blocking receiver. Good receiving running back. Tackle, man, not really good at what I need. Good receiver. Oh, my coach must think I need receivers. This will be a corner. Leaving? Alright. See ya. Have a good day. Oh, this could be a corner. This guy could be a really good corner to match with my other star. What do I need? I would really like another great receiving corner. Oh no. What is my coach value man defense? No, do I have the wrong? Oh no, this is the magma coach. Duh. Oh, Lucas. Oh, that's the guy. That's the guy. Safety. I definitely need a safety. Yeah, these are being calculated by the Magma's coach because they're on the clock. I would trade Nap for that safety. In fact, I'm doing it right now. Um, Make trade. Yeah, see now if I do this, the zone guys should pop up, and they do. Okay. Alright, so that, I definitely would take him. Let's make sure I'm not missing out on anything better just because I jumped on him right away. God, it would be nice to get a legit lineman too, but no. Yeah, Pineda. No. That safety's the guy. I need to have a good safety. Make pick. Alright. Perkins. Oh, that's my only good D lineman. I can't trade him. Gonzalez. Who's this guy? Oh, no, I need him. Where am I picking? 31. Figures. I like how almost nobody wants Kirby. Well, they want him, but not. They probably want him for wide receiver or something. Yeah, it's the same names. Ooh, here's a new one. Clark. What's this? This must be my running back. Or another wide receiver. Zone defense. Oh no, this is my other corner. Well, I can move him. McLean. This could be a corner too, or a linebacker. I don't know. McLean and Clark, I'm not 100% in love with, so let's see. Can I get somebody else on defense? Dang it, stop. Let's go. Yeah, salary's the right thing to sort by. Zone. No real star zone players anymore. Let's go, but stay on salary. Um, ooh, nice lineman prospect. Oh, here's a good D-line prospect. Well, this guy's a pure pass rusher. Oh, I like that. I almost exclusively pass rush. I mean, if he have, I probably would get smoked against the run, but I like that. Who would I trade? Which one of these guys would I trade? I don't know. Probably. God, they both kind of suck. Probably this guy. What does he do? He's got a little blitz. He's a pretty good zone defender. Pretty good at catching. What's this guy do? Yeah, he's kind of the same, except a little slower. Let's move this guy. And we're going to get J.C. Suarez. Yeah, cool. think there's anybody else I'd trade up for. All right, let's see what we got here. Zone defender. How about run defense, blitz, tackle? How about a linebacker? He's not a star, but he is definitely serviceable. Yeah, that's a serviceable guy. What does my coach think I need? Yeah, probably somebody on offense. I like this guy, can do a little bit of everything. I think I need the linebacker help. Let's get him. Alright, let's just buzz through to my pick. These guys don't look that interesting. We got any special teams talent? This guy could develop into a special teamer. What's we got? Let's not do that. Let's get this guy on the off chance he develops into a defensive player. Alright, so there we go. In draft. Save it. Alright, let's go to my team. What do I really need? I got 2 open spots. Kirby, quarterback. I want Channy playing corner. And let's see what the auto looks like. Beard, you saw. Oh god, this didn't turn out very good at all. Alright, so one of these guys is my tight end. I think this guy's my tight end. Dun, dun, dun. Yeah, that works. That works. That works. That kind of works. That, I like him at safety. Alright, so that puts my need at corner. Linebacker 2. Yeah, he's old. Both linebackers, they're both going to retire any moment. And I definitely need help at wide receiver and running back. Okay, so that's what I got. Let's hit free agency. Why do I have 3 open slots? Oh, because I'm looking at the tier. Oh, okay. I gotta remember to default back to my team on this screen. Alright, so let's see if anybody's got a weird cap space after offers. So you notice the cap space overall went up, feels like, you know, $10 to $20 per team, maybe 10 to 30. Yeah, some teams went up more than others, but it looks like a reasonable amount of cap space for everybody. Alright, let's go to my team. Ooh, you know what I wonder? I don't want to test this in the league. I'll test this offline. If I'm on the wrong team and I make bids, am I making bids for their team? I gotta look into that. Alright. Alright. So let's just see. Oh, you know what? What do I have at kicker? All right, I got a reasonable kicker. Okay. Oh, he should be around for a while too, so I should be all right. All right. Let's check linebacker. It's gonna be slim pickings there. Wide receiver. Yeah, there's gonna be nobody in free agency. All right. There's just gonna be nothing. I'm not even gonna. I'm not gonna even get any starters at all. So let's just pick up a couple of. Let's just go for some rookies. Maybe they'll develop. And if possible, get rookies on special teams. So this guy looks good. This guy's okay. This guy's actually, nah, he's not $20 good. Actually, I'm gonna cancel that. I want 1-year deals. Alright, let's go to 5. It looks good. Let's take a browse around cap space after offers. So 21, that looks good. So 19, well, 21 plus 19 is 40. That looks good. All right, so it's calculating the cap space after offers correctly. Anybody with a weird number? Okay, they can't bid. Nobody's got a massive like 500 number. Okay, so it was probably being calculated weirdly because it was in season. That is strange though. All right, back to my team. I don't want to screw this up, so there we go. Go to the next day, 7, 8. All right, I just want 1-year deals for these guys. Any rookies? Yeah, this guy, let's do 1 year for 7. One year for 9. There we go. Alright. Say league. Look at my team. Let's do, alright, so let's just take a browse and see where the cap space ended up. Alright, still looks okay. Nobody went hog wild. And nobody was able to sign a ton of guys to put them way over the cap. These minus ones, these are most likely because a team was already near the cap or over the cap and couldn't make a free agency offer. So they went into the first thing that happens when you start a new season is all the teams that don't have full rosters, and this will happen to human teams too, will auto sign players just to fill their roster out. And that's an in-season free agency signing. And those you're allowed to go over the cap for. So like if I cut a guy and I was over the cap, I could still sign a guy in season free agency on that 1-year deal, and it can put me over the cap. That's okay. That's legal. So that's probably what's happening with those teams. Let's check my finances quick. Oh. We might have had our first boom player. Andrea Burns. Not huge. But when you see this, so this was a guy I signed, I think I signed this guy for 1 year. $7, but his value on the market is several dollars more. That usually means he had a training camp. Boom, that means there's like a 1% chance or a 2% chance that a player in training camp does so well that they not only get the normal training, but they get like this bonus of some ridiculous number of attribute points that get spread on everywhere. There's no rhyme or reason to where they get spread. It's just basically an overall this player overall became a better player in all kinds of facets. And you see that every once in a while with players 24 and under. So just overall, this player got better. And that kind of helps, you know, young players who probably, young players come in, they're just kind of average everywhere. That sort of helps kickstart every once in a while. Will kickstart a player into being useful, or if it happens on a good player, it just makes them elite. It's just kind of an interesting way of surprise development. I think I might even increase it even more because going from 7 to 13 is not a huge deal, and it's so rare that it's not going to happen to the same player a bunch of times. So I don't know. Same with Mason Richardson. He went from 9 to 16. I don't know if that these guys are booms. They could just be based on my coach. Yeah, he didn't get significantly better. It might just be my coach now thinks they're better. I don't know. Anyway, that's how the boom system works. Oh, they're cheaper because I got them at the end of free agency. Duh. So forget all that crap I just said. Yeah, I got them when they were desperate. That's why they're so different. So, but in any case, if you see young guys all of a sudden jump up in value, that's why. Yeah, none of my guys jumped up in value. So, yeah, scratch all that. All right. I think that's all I'm going to do right now. I am going to come back and play some more later today. Probably closer to lunchtime, about 3-4 hours. There's a couple of small things I want to check out, but we'll come back and play later today. I want to hammer through a couple of games and at least another off season. And because my list, I'll watch this back, but I can't imagine there's gonna be a ton on this list other than just that free agency. Making sure I want to do some testing and make sure that I can't make bids for other teams first of all, and then second of all, maybe just have a, if I go into that screen, just go to my team, regardless of what team I was on before. I can fix those pretty easy, but I want to make sure I get that, and then we'll see what else we find in the game and the replay. So save it. That's all we're going to do for right now. Like I said, check back in 3 to 4 hours. I'll probably go again. Till then, Boba Fett coffee.